Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back, my lovelies. Nice to see you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. Ooh. Thank you for your donations. They are truly and deeply appreciated. And thank you for your email, sharing confirmation, sharing your stories, and booking readings. My readings are open. There is a 48 to 72 hour turnaround time for my readings. However, if you do need something a little bit speedier, I do offer an emergency service that goes out within 12 to 24 hours. With that being said, there is still a scammer going through the comment sections pretending to be moi, pretending to be a friend, pretending to earn 37,000 in a week through cryptocurrency. If you see that message, the entire thread is a scam. Please do not be fooled. If you get any message from me and there is no highlighted black banner, it's not me either. Please just block and report kindly, and thanking you. Now, the energy that I pick up on is, it's timeless, it's fluid, which means that I can be picking up on past, present, or future, or an amalgamation of all three. You have to take what resonates. And if I say he, she, masculine or feminine, male or female, you have to remember we all hold these energies. So this reading could be for you. It could pertain to the person you're thinking of, another light one, divine counterpart, or someone completely different. Please do not make a story fit if it does not. If the messages in this reading do not resonate, please have a look at some of my other readings, because there may be a message there. If none of my readings resonate, then either the messages aren't for you at this time, or you may need a personal reading. All of my information is in the description box for that. Now let's get into this. Now, I got the message that you have to say goodbye to the old version of yourself, because something big is coming, okay? And it's going to be the hardest thing that you ever do, and you've got signs coming out, because we have had to survive in that identity of us going from hell and back more than once, and there has been a massive energy shift, and I heard the test was passed. Win, 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 okay? And something else that came up, because you've also got outrageous openness. So this is also confirmation that if you are seeing signs and synchronicities of things going absolutely tits up for other people, you know, those in high places, those who have, you know, may have done you wrong, then this is the sign that things are going in cosmic order. And once those things, all of those dominoes have been knocked down, that is when you are getting something wonderful. Because one of the other things that came to me was a really large investment. And I mean a life-changing amount investment. But to read the fine print when it comes to negotiations, when it comes to clauses and terms, and when it comes to, for example, interest, to read the terms and clauses of that, because here on signs it says instincts are the message from the inner divine. An outrageous openness says, dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what is needed and I am open to receive. So someone here, oh, they are pushing against it because they know the time is nigh, okay? You've also got letting go. Okay, so this could be you, or this could be whoever it is that is the outside energy, okay, because it's letting go of who we used to be to make space for our future self, where we've been working to go towards. And it says everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. It's letting go of what we can't. The thing is, as well, it says on here, you know, everything is indeed out of control. We can't control everything. We can control our thoughts. We can control, you know, our hearts, our intentions. But everything else is happening in cosmic order, and it's everyone else's will and intent. You can't control that. You can only control the path that you're going down. Okay, now letting go came out upside down. So there's definitely, look at that. I'm just talking about the path. Our path, and it says, dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And then you've got outrageous openness. Someone needs to let go of something and trust their path. Trust that what's happening is for you to learn. It's your soul's plan, that everything that comes onto your path is going to strengthen you, it's going to make you wiser, and it's going to push you even further towards that goal, that aspiration, that desire. Okay, tell me more, please, and thank you. Right now, it says, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. There you go, there's confirmation. Anything else? And these are all purple, so this is almost like a a download coming in for you, the person you're thinking of, another, another light one, divine counterpart, and grounded. And this seems to be coming up as a running theme in a lot of my readings. Someone here needs to ground more, or someone needs to meditate. They need to flex that third eye. And it says on here, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Whoever it is that's pushing against this either doesn't believe in their capabilities or has doubts about their capabilities. And if this is an outside energy, this is what they are wishing for you to feel, because that's what they feel about themselves. Okay, and you've got signs and allowing. Okay, allowing says radical acceptance, says yes to reality in any given moment, so that what's needed can come next. So this is the reason why I think meditation keeps coming up. And I know that there's been comments, you know, when I put posts up and going, I'm really bored of meditation. You need to ask yourself why. Because the thing is as well, is getting to know ourselves, is getting comfortable with the silence that comes with getting to know ourselves, or the loudness and the noise that's in our head. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this. What do I need to see? What's the message, please and thank you? And we have here surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you are dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Okay, so if someone is going through a tough time at the moment, I am not in any way diminishing what you are experiencing, but just remember, everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. And look what's underneath. This is something that is infinite. What we think, the emotions that we feel are not us. They are almost like fleeting, if that makes sense. The experiences that we go through are temporary, because every day is new. And it says on here for love, divine source is the idea that no person, place or thing is your salvation, only love itself. Anything else? And it comes back full circle to outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to receive. So someone here, the thing is as well, is that learning to be open to receive takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. And, you know, I don't know if you've heard that saying of, you know, I am open to receiving all the goodness and abundance that, the world has to offer, or the universe has to offer. If you don't feel like you are open to receiving, or there's something blocking you from being open to receive, just saying I'm open to receive love, or I'm open to, it's almost like you're cracking that door open and going, I'm not there fully, but I am open to it. And that will change your vibration in a snap second, because you've also got here clearance upside down. So there's definitely a blockage here. And it says, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. Okay. Now, please remember, you can change that word God to whoever it is that, you connect to. It's just that these cards, I love these cards. They're really beautiful. But there's something here that is blocked for someone's heart space. Now, that could be you, or that could be the outside energy that's bringing in towers or bringing in drama. Tell me more about this outside energy. Now, divine source, it went to go this way and then jumped up. Okay, so this also could be someone trying to mask their energy to get into a light one's energy. Okay, and I heard a family member, and it says, divine source, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. There's definitely a want for someone here to not trust themselves, to doubt themselves, or to kind of try and magnify any doubts that you have about yourself. And it's human to feel. We're not ascendant masters, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. But part of that human experience is that we do sometimes dip into our shadows. We do sometimes doubt ourselves, okay? Because you've got here humility in reverse. So this, with humility though, this is giving me that someone is definitely projecting a lack mentality, whether that's a lack mentality of love, of material wealth, of friendship, of path, onto somebody who's already on their due north. Because you've got here humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Now that's upside down. So someone here is definitely trying to mess with the path that you're on. Can I get 2 or 3 more cards, please? 2 or 3 more cards. Okay, 2, thank you. Okay, and you've got here worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. I'm going to place that one here. Where? There. Right now. So this is right now, right in present time, as you're watching this, or if you're cooking or doing whatever, you're being told to remind yourself right now in this present moment how loved you are, no matter what is going on around you. Remember that love inside yourself. Remember how far you have come, because the start of this reading was about saying goodbye to your old self, saying goodbye to that old survival instinct of constantly having to push through tumultuous energy or resistance. Okay, so this is almost like right now, and as a reality check, remind yourself of how much you are loved, how much you are held, and how much you are protected. And no matter what is placed at your door, you are going to navigate through that with the strength and the wisdom that has come from how many times you've had to do that before, because you've also got energy clearing. Okay, and it says, during crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Let me place that one there. And what have we got underneath? Humility and letting go. Someone's definitely trying to hold on. Someone's trying to hold on as hard as they can, because this is coming. Look, you've got loss. Loss is not just that, you know, they want you to miss out on something. They feel like they've missed out on something, because it says here, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of egos. Someone also is being encouraged to grieve. Grieve for the past person that you were, to make space for who you are now and who you're going to be and where you're going. But also there is that saying, isn't it, that rejection is either God's or universe's protection. So looking back, especially if you have energies around you, whether that is a past ex, you know, last job or whatever it was, where you placed a lot of your eggs into that one basket of this is going to be my fulfillment, and it didn't work out, you're being asked to be genuinely vulnerable with yourself and grieve that. Grieve that you put hopes on that and that it didn't work out, whatever that, you know, situation is for you. As I heard, the time has come to rejoice. Why has the time come to rejoice? Why has the time come to rejoice? Let's have a look. Extraordinary, companionship, and divine abundance. And then you have intuition, you have divine flow, and you have divine love. Okay, so there's definitely polar opposite energies going on, because extraordinary says there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured, and that's what's coming through, because I keep hearing cash flow. And then you have intuition, which says each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what is needed. And that is why if I put this one over here with that right now worth and then intuition, tapping into your own energy and how you feel. What is it that, you know, when you're doing the dishes or you're taking your pet out for a walk or whatever it is that you're doing that we do on automatic, where is your mind going? Where are your thoughts reaching to? Okay, because you definitely have here with companionship and divine flow, this is a karmic energy. I went to say karmic male energy that is trying to tap into your thoughts, but it's more your subconscious thoughts or your thoughts when you are doing something automatically. They're trying to get in that way and project this energy of lack of worth or lack of, you know, getting out of survival mode, constantly being in that fight, flight or freeze energy. Because companionship says giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift, and it's upside down. And we all do that. We all have, like, you know, when you're having to multitask and you may be, you know, doing something in the house while also trying to tend to a child or tend to a person while also doing something on the computer, blah, 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 blah. And we're not really giving each one of them 100% focus because we're trying to multitask all those things. And it's almost like when you think of, like, for example, it could be a mum or a dad, and they're trying to read and plait someone's hair and someone's talking to them and they're just giving one-word answers. There's an energy here of whoever it is that's trying to push into your energy. They're not only trying to magnify or intensify. The energy of you having to split yourself into 300 pieces, but also that you then go on automatic, because that's a survival thing as well. I'll go on automatic, I'll get this, this and this and this done, then I can be present with myself. Doing so that way, for some reason, look, you've got divine flow upside down. It's bringing in a blockage. It's making you hold on to a past identity that as we go through this ascension, you don't need to what's the word, to connect to anymore. Because on here it says, eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Now with it upside down, especially when it says one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, when you're having to multitask and do all these different things, well, you're not being able to let one thing take over. You're on automatic, and being on automatic, this is what they're trying to stop coming towards you, because that message that came through, which was a large investment, negotiate with the interest. Now negotiate the interest could actually be about money, the amount of money that, you know, will be taken in interest, or it can be, you know, especially negotiating that interest. Who is it that's showing you interest? Who is it that's going to come forward with this large cash lump sum? Or who is it that once you get this big life-changing, you know, life-altering wealth, then shows you interest? Who's going to come back? Who's going to say they want to collaborate or want to work with you? Because you've got on here divine abundance, and it was in reverse. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. And it's upside down. So there's definitely an encouragement also. Where is your mind going when you think about money? Okay, when you think about finances, when you think about bills. I mean, I'm based in Britain, and at the moment we're going through an energy crisis. We also have all the things that are going on with Ukraine and Russia, which is affecting our food, is affecting oil prices, is affecting, you know, so on and so forth. So we have a lot of, you know, it's constantly in the news about, you know, things going up in price and this happening and that happening, blah, blah, blah. So you have this subconscious media kind of pushing in that pressure over bills, bills, bills. How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? What am I going to do here? And it doesn't really matter, you know, where you are in the world. There's going to be those added pressures anyway of daily life. But you're being asked also to be quite, what's the word? To focus in the present time. When your mind starts going off, especially when you're having to rush and do this, this and this, and even if you do not have a really busy life, you know, sometimes when you have a very easy flowing, you know, slowed down pace of life, you might work from home, you may not work at all, there's still other things that preoccupy our time, and then we try to time management. But you're being asked, no matter, you know, what your, you know, working status is, or how busy or not your home is, or your life is, what comes up when you think about money? Do you see it as, you know, money, the love of money is the root of all evil? Or do you see money as a place of pure comfort and joy? Which one? Is money limited, or is it an unlimited resource? Is money something that you have to search and chase for so you can pay your bill? Or is it, you know, does money continuously flow to you? Does it come to you in expected and unexpected ways? Or do you know that you have to wait until the end of the month when you get your paycheck, and then you have to divvy that out? Because this also, with the right now worth, intuition, and the divine abundance, this is also talking about abundance flow and how you connect to that, your relationship to money. And there's someone here, there is an outside energy that is trying to attach in to your thought processes, mind manipulation. It's very, very subtle, okay, in how they are trying to project their wounds onto any that you may have, because you've got here divine love, okay? And I did get the energy of some sort of blockage, either heart space or third eye. And here you've got divine love, which is all to do with how you ground into the crystalline grid, but also to the cosmos through your heart space. And it says on here, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit, which is literally saying that any time that your thoughts are kind of going somewhere that are a little bit more low vibrational, okay, whether that's you having a grumble, or you're thinking about the next bill that you've got to pay, or you're feeling annoyed because A, B and C didn't pay you back that money, or, you know, you've got to pay your dog walker, you've got to pay your you know, your childminder, or whatever it is, tap into how you feel when you're thinking about that, okay? Not to shame yourself or to feel guilty or to say, oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person that I felt like that, because we do not do toxic positivity over here, okay? It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have those days where you feel like crap, or you have a grumble, or you're, you know, it's just being aware and recognizing it for what it is, because everything is temporary. You are not going to feel like that for the rest of your life. It's all right to go, do you know what? I have an attachment over here. It's noticing it, recognizing it, honoring it, and questioning it, okay? Which will then change your vibration. And that is key to removing whatever it is that this person, group, energy, force, whatever it is that's trying to attach into you. Because, you know, those kind of outside energies, they attach a lot easier when we don't recognize there's a wound there, because that's an opening in our aura. That's a way in for them to come in and put a little cord on. But when we recognize what's going on here, when we go, okay, why am I feeling so stressed when I think about bills? Or why am I getting anxious when I think about having to go and do this, this, and this, and this, when it's pertaining to money or abundance? The minute we question it, we already are addressing it and moving that energy, which is the first step in healing that, which makes it a lot harder for whoever it is that's playing around on the back, on the outside, to be able to attach in, because you've got trust here as well. And it says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. And then you've got surrender over here. Whenever you're having that stressful moment, okay, whenever you're having that stressful moment, take that deep breath and visualize it as actual energy. Whether that is closing your eyes for a second, whether you are walking your dog, going to pick your kids up. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes. But, you know, and visualizing, what color is it? Where do you feel it? Where is it? Where is it kind of snaking around? Is it by your abdomen? Is it your you know, your sacral chakra? Is it your solar plexus? Is it around your heart space? What color is it? How dense is it? And then envision pure white light and breathe it out and release it. And no, it's not going to get rid of the entire feeling, but it's going to start cleansing that away. There's something about being very present, because look what came out, inner power. You are a lot more capable, a lot stronger, and a lot more intuitive than sometimes you give yourself credit for. And I'm not saying that specifically just to one person. For every person that's reading this, there are always going to be times when we kind of doubt ourselves, because it's human not to know what's coming next. But you are a superpower, okay? And whoever it is that's trying to attach in, they're aware of this. They're aware of how powerful you are and how abundant you are, because you've got on here, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done, okay? Now, I want to know more about this big windfall that's coming in for someone. Do you want me to take these? Okay, let's see what this big windfall is. And look at that strength. And oh my gosh, that's one of the cards from the last deck. And it says on here, karma. This windfall's coming in because of the good karma that you have racked up. It's your dharma points. Because it says on here, there's nothing from the past life, that can't be addressed in the current life. Beautiful. Because as you are healing and as you are going forward on this, in this life, it means that you are clearing up karmic debt from your ancestors, from yourself, from previous lives. Because otherwise you'd just be stuck in the same cycle over and over. And it says here, love and strength. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. And then strength, there's strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. This is also someone's guide coming through, but I had a divine feminine. Who is this divine feminine? Please and thank you. Who is the divine feminine? Best possible decision and friendship. So there you go. This outside energy is coming from somebody who is a frenemy, somebody who may have been a friend or been in a friendship circle, and for someone it's a colleague. Okay, but I keep getting family coming out as well. Now, best possible decision says, Artemis, god of the bow, help me see what must be known. And it's upside down. So this person is trying to keep themselves very quiet. That's why that energy was very subtle. They're trying to tap in, because I don't think they know when this blessing is coming in for you. They know it's coming. They may be able to sense the energy that it is coming, but they don't know it's the specific time, the specific date, where it, excuse me. Oh, someone is trying to block my throat chakra. I cleanse that out and I send it back. but they don't know the exact time, the exact date, the exact, you know, week it's coming in, but they can feel it. Okay, so what they're trying to do right now is block off your intuition on how it is that you check in with yourself and what it is that you're thinking and feeling, because everything that we think, feel, and the actions that we take co-create the reality that we're in. You know, you reap what you sow, what you send out you get back. So this person here, you've got here, friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughter, and understanding too. And it's upside down. Yet this person is jelly, big time, because you've got divine flow in reverse, extraordinary, divine source, and grounded. This person, I think they underestimated you when either they were your friend or work colleague or family member. They underestimated you. They placed a certain identity on you. And it's the old identity. It's when you were a little bud, rather than the rose that you are now. When you were that little bud, it was a lot easier to control. You were a lot easier to harvest. You were a lot easier to manipulate, okay? But now you have turned into a bloomed flower. They're still a rosebud. That's the thing, because I heard they're the thorn. They are the thorn. And look at that. Because when they decided that they wanted to be almighty and powerful and egotistical, they didn't go to divine source. They didn't look within themselves. They went for something that was a lower vibrational, because it was almost like a shortcut for them. Whereas you went this route of loving yourself, of creating healthy boundaries, of walking away from people, places, and experiences that just did not light you up, that were trying to hold you back. Okay, this is all about self-love and healing. And this is what's brought in what you have here, because if you look at that, that's a phoenix. That is going through hell and back, going through those dark nights of the souls, going through those towers that make us crumble and fall, only to rise up stronger, wiser, more knowledgeable. Okay, because it says on here, I weave and clear, I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. And then you've got love on here as well. So this is, they've tried to bind something to your heart space, okay? But it didn't work, because the fact that these cards are upright is telling me your sovereign fire is too strong, and you've got good cheer coming here. Ooh, and this is also the reason why you're getting such good karma, because there may have been times in the past where you may have retaliated, where you may have acted out of your shadow, and it's, you know, it's human to error. This is how we learn. We learn by trial and error, okay? And I heard genuinely sorry. So if there have been times in your life where you did retaliate and you added a little bit more negative karma to yourself, you healed that, and that was removed because you had genuine sorrow over it. You learned from that, you grew from that, you became wiser from that. And it says on here, good cheer, with kind heart and humour free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Okay, you definitely have, and that's truth. You've got truth on here and balance. You stay true. So I've had a truth seeker. Someone here is either a truth seer or a truth seeker. And creativity. You're also being encouraged to, and I've said this in a previous reading, to flex that intuitive muscle that you have. And not just on, you know, pick a pile cards or, you know, guessing what someone's favourite colour is, but also on how you visualize protection. Almost like when I was saying about where is that energy, what color is it, what density is it. Doing that on a frequent basis, will help you to kind of tap into the energy around you. If something's being sent, if it's a good omen, if it's not a good omen, if that person is, you know, talking BS, or if they're being truthful. The more that you tap in and trust your intuition, the more you're kind of pulling in the universe, God, Allah, and connecting. Because creativity says here as well, by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. This is also divine feminine. That's when I was getting that divine feminine energy. I love this, because this also with a 3-3 is Ascendant Masters. I love this for you guys. I absolutely love this. And you've also got authenticity coming out. Okay, and it says here, who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. And I place this one down here. This is why you're getting good karma. This is why you're getting some massive cash flow or abundance coming towards you, because you're walking with divine love. Okay, enjoy. Look at this celebration. I love this. It says on here, and that's another 7. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. So someone's divine counterpart may be coming in as well. Ooh, I love that. Romance is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. Okay. But the thing is, I'm also getting from this is whoever it is, this frenemy past person, you know, person who's stuck in their own karmic cycle, is trying to block something to do with your heart space, and it's going to be to do with what this connection is, whether this divine counterpart for you is a business partner, you know, the best friend you'll ever have, or, you know, your romantic partner. Whoever it is, this frenemy, this person, this lost soul is extremely jealous. Extremely jealous. Anything that needs to come out about this person, because you've got warrior in reverse, and it says on here, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. This is what I mean by this person's tapped into the wrong energy. They don't care. They literally don't care. Now, that is also the reason why, they kind of want you to accept this discombobulated, stressy energy. Because I heard give up or let go of wanting to fight it. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. And then over here, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to suffering inflicted on others. This person doesn't care. They think what they're doing is victorious for them. Okay. And you've got here, fear of intimate union, because this person has so many issues of their own. And it says child divine, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Their karma, whatever they've been projecting, they've left themselves open to the elements, open to whatever it is that they thought they were ruling with ego, almost like I command you to do this, this and this, because it made them feel very powerful, even though they weren't taking the time to heal themselves. Because they haven't, they're not protected. Okay, because you've also got angel in reverse, and it says acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So this is somebody who is either a tarot reader, mystic, seer, oracle, someone along those lines, but they are misleading others purposely for their own benefit. Tell me more. You've also got on here femme fatale. I thought this was the succubite energy. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So this is all about money. They know that you have a windfall coming in. And it's almost like they're kicking themselves that they didn't continue to be your fake friend. I heard they did too much at that time. And they also just saw you as a rosebud. It's almost like they're looking back again and kicking themselves for not holding out for longer, because you've got king, and light attribute says enlightened, benevolent leader, benefiting those in your charge. There is something that is going to be given to you in honor, okay? But it's been kept very, very quiet right now for a reason. But this is also because, you know, those in the ethers, those who are your guides that are part of your highest resonance light team members, they see the potential in you, okay? And not only the potential in you, but how far you've come and where you're going, and they know the time is right. Because again, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So no matter what it is that you are cultivating right now in whatever industry it is, how you create is very, very personal to you. You could be an artist, you could be an engineer, you could be a teacher, a doctor, a police officer, a road sweeper, a hairdresser, whatever it is that you do that is your passion's lead, that lights you up. Keep going, because something's going to be given to you as a promotion. And I'm not just talking about, oh, you go from being a hairdresser to the head hairdresser. There's something more, something else is going to be given to you, which is going to be life-changing. It could be that you are given some sort of collaboration or some sort of opportunity to have enough cash flow to open up your chain of hairdressers or something along those lines, okay? But you've also got king and then this in reverse. So whoever this person is being very quiet or trying to keep it to their chest, what they're trying to do to bring in some sort of calamity. Tell me more, please, and thank you. Ooh. And divine flow was knocked over, or divine love was knocked over by monk and nun, which is in the reverse, which says negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. So this is somebody who definitely visits spiritual buildings, whether that be a synagogue, a temple, a church, something along those lines, and is very by the book. on one side. This is what I mean. What they show other people is that they're very by the book. You know, every single word that's in their spiritual book is they go by the T, but I heard cursing them. So I don't know how their own book is cursing them unless they're using the words within their book, which are supposed to be led with light and honor, or being used to manipulate other people's light and honor. Okay, but this person with that excess piety, they're very, very stern and strict in how they use that. Okay, so other people would be like, oh my gosh, that person is really, really, what's the word? They're very extremist in their views. However, behind closed doors, they're actually money hungry and using either sex magic or their own sexual prowess to gain money or to gain some sort of control over others. Because you've got here child in nature, tendency to abuse animals, people and the environment. This person is anything but what they say they are, which is why they have absolutely they feel no two ways about trying to bring you down or the person you're thinking down, especially if, look, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. They don't care. They literally don't care, because in their head they are righteous. And you've got here saboteur, and then you have the shadow attributes, which is blocked off, and it says on here, induces a self-destructive behavior or desire to undermine others. So there's something here with wanting to undermine your authority and doing so very, very quietly. Okay, what they do is governed in the dark. And I heard, but not for long. And you've got scribe in reverse, which says altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So this is a copycat, someone who's been stealing your intellectual property. I heard hacking. They may be trying to steal your creativity as well, and your creative property, because you've also got on here compulsive need to keep moving on. So this person has a lot of skeletons in their own cupboard. Lots of projection going on here. The thing is as well is that the energy that I feel is very subtle, but it's not just because it's been covered with an illusion. It's very weak. It's very weak. And this person may have been had up all night with many candles or burning the candle at both ends, but it's still very, very weak. And when I say weak, I mean I'm an intuitive empath. So when I'm connecting with the collective consciousness and their highest resonance light team members to bring in these messages, I will sometimes also pick up on the energy of, you know, whether it's you, so how you're feeling and stuff like that, or if it is them and how they're feeling, especially in certain situations. Now, I've been told before, you know, how can you do that? You're going over other people's boundaries. Because when I call in the collective consciousness and their highest resonance light team members, it's only those that are willing to be part of this, because the message needs to be read. Okay, and this person doesn't like that they can be read, not just by me, but by others. Okay, other people are kind of clicking or clocking onto what they're doing, because you've got destroyer here. Release what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. This up level that is coming in for a light one is nauseous to this person, because they want it. They don't want the enlightenment. They want the power. That connection that you or the person you're thinking of has to the divine has infinite power connected to it. And through that power, it's also how it connects you into abundance of everything. But this person is only looking at it from a material gain way. What can they get from you? Because at the bottom, the shadow attributes of destroyer is intoxication with its destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potential. This person enjoys doing so. Like I said, it makes them feel powerful to make other people squirm. And you've got thief in reverse, which says stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or others' powers you think you lack. But they're getting their karma from this. And part of their karma is watching you grow, watching you succeed, knowing that this blessing is coming in and they can't do anything about it. Because if they're staying up burning the midnight oil, all these candles on the go, and all it does is make you feel slightly grumpy, and then you shake that off, what does that say about this person? Because it says on here, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Ooh. And then you've got networker. That's also coming towards you. It's the right people at the right time to help flourish and grow and evolve and expand whatever it is that you're creating. Okay, because it says enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Wow. Anything else that would like to come out? Because you've got King coming out again. I'm going to get some angel messages, archangel messages before I go. And let's see. What would you like my lovely light ones to know right now? Let's have a look, see. But it's, do you know what, the energy that I'm picking up on, it's so subtle. It's almost like someone is sitting there sulking. And that's the energy that's being sent. And I think that's the reason why you're being asked to be quite present when it comes to things that you usually do on automatic. Being aware of where your thoughts go. And I don't mean that you have to be jumping on top of your thoughts every minute of every day, of every waking hour. But, you know, when your mind does wander, is afterwards going, where did it go? Why did I go over there? How does that connect in? Almost like being your own inner detective. Okay. Now you've got on here, challenging circumstances must be navigated with wisdom. There you go. And this is Archangel Raphael and it's green. Okay. And this is all to do with your heart space. I love this. And underneath you've got Zadkiel. Try out, and it says renewal. Try out a new activity or explore somewhere you've never been before. Okay. So this is about changing up or carving out new part, you know, what's the word? Neural pathways in our brain. Changing up how we do certain things that put us on automatic. Because you've also got here, respect the opinions of others but expect the same in return. Don't be afraid to say no. You said no to this person in some way. Okay, whether this is a friend or just someone trying to invade your space. You said no either energetically or to their face. Okay, this may have been a breakdown in a relationship. You may not even realize it was a breakdown in a relationship. You may have just grown distant. And if you don't know this person, you just cutting your energy off for them was enough for them to kind of go, well, F you, I'm going to try and get what you have. Let's have a look. One more for my light ones, please and thank you. Can I get one more? Please and thank you. One more. There we go. And this one is Raphael again. And it says youth. It's easy to get stuck in a rut. Learn something new, change your look or your routine. This has come up before in a previous reading, talking about two women that are involved, two toxic energies. One of them looks a lot older than they actually are because this is part of their karma. Okay, stealing other people's youth has sped up their aging. And it says here, connecting to the natural world will make you feel more positive. Make sure you're getting outside. I say this a lot. Get outside. Don't, even if you've got a potted plant, even if it's only to go outside and take a deep breath and then go back inside. Make sure that you are, because underneath you've got Raphael. This is a lot of heart space healing for someone here. Self-care is important. Make time to get enough sleep, exercise and good food. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you, I'd love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your emails. They mean the world to me. Anyone that feels moved to leave a donation, it's never expected, but it's always greatly and deeply appreciated because it means I can put more time, more love and more cards into this channel. But with that being said, oh, and anyone that's looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. Just look to the second paragraph down. There's a row of blue arrows pointing upwards. I've got 2 emails there. With that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.